With King Henry VIII went 500 at least other people. Since the king moved about so much, is one great way to get access to His Majesty. And if you had a lawsuit to be decided upon, or something you wanted to do for your family, you could actually see the king on the way to chapel in whichever palace he was in. So this palace then would be crowded with people, all wanting a favour from the king, and there'd be people trying to stop them getting close. Bribery, money would go into certain hands and try and ease the path, but ultimately people would know who you were by your clothes and the way you moved, and stop you. The guards would stop you if you were not the right rank. In the way the monarch would insist on being served on bended knee, you could never look His Majesty in the eye. You'd have to look somewhere around the Adam's apple and hope that you were allowed to rise. But that wasn't just the king. These strange and formal ways of behaving and dressing cascaded down to the lower ranks of society. Now, young men at court would learn from their dancing master at their own home, their parents' home, how to behave at court. And court was a finishing school for young boys and young girls of good birth. Ladies never took their hats off, but men always did. And the most important man was allowed to wear his hat when no other man could. And of course, in the kingdom, it's King Henry. As a father of a family, I could sit down at my table, my chair, wearing my hat, and my sons could not. They must be bareheaded before me. So all sorts of hat honour, it's called, comes from this. And duels would often break out, or insults would fighting around each other about who gets to wear the hat when no one else does. If I meet a gentleman and we're very well dressed, but we don't know each other, and we both take our hats off to each other and bow in the proper way of doing it, I put my hat back on my head before he does, which means two things. Either I'm an earl and he's merely a knight, or it means I think I'm better than him, and that can lead to lots of drawing the daggers and fighting. And in an age in which men were very jealous of their honour and drinking and wearing weapons, the results are very easily imagined.